I did an underdog best ball draft on July 1st, and this is how it went. I had the 12th overall pick, so I had 12, 13. Obviously, not ideal because I wanted one of those elite wide receivers at the top, and the running backs, you don't want to reach for a running back there. But let's see how it went. Best ball receivers are obviously the most important. This guy took Jonathan Taylor, though, right before. And obviously, Wilson was available. And if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, Wilson's going to be a top 5 receiver in fantasy football. I had to take him right there. Then I went with Jahmyr Gibbs in back-to-back picks. One great running back. Have a guy with a ton of upside that can win you your league. Obviously, in this case, best ball on a week-to-week basis, and just stack up on wide receivers. That was the strategy here. My next pick, these were the guys on the board. I ended up taking Metcalf and Tank Dell. I think Tank Dell is going to be as productive or perhaps more productive than Stephon Diggs this year. I don't know about Nico Collins, but I know he's recovering. He's going to be fine when the season begins. I really like him. This was my team after 4 rounds. I really like it, especially with best ball. You need receivers. Stack up on receivers. And that's exactly what I did in the next few picks. Jayden Reed, who I think is going to finish as a top 10 fantasy wide receiver. Obviously, one of my biggest steals if you look at my videos. And Robert Dunze, who I think could be the most productive wide receiver on the Bears in year 1. I really love his upside. Then I went the tight end route with Evan Ingram. Had to take him. I just think he's going to finish as a top 5 tight end. He finished as TE2 last season. And Jackson Smith-Njigba, I'm expecting a big breakout from him to really take Tyler Lockett's place as at least the wide receiver 2 on that offense. Then I went with Gus Edwards and Khalil Shakir. Khalil Shakir, obviously a sleeper. I think a lot of people are doubting him. He could very well be the wide receiver 1 over Keon Coleman. And Gus Edwards, we know J.K. Dobbins, he gets hurt every single year. So Edwards is going to be the RB1 on the Chargers. Still, that didn't deter me from taking Dobbins just in case he stays healthy. So having Dobbins and Edwards, Marshawn Lloyd, if Jacobs gets hurt, is going to ball out. I think he's going to get more volume than people think. Bucky Irving, same thing with Rachaad White. I think they split more touches than people think as well. Stafford and Goff, not the greatest quarterbacks, but certainly guys that can finish in the top 12. Then I had to get Troy Franklin, sleeper receiver, going to finish as a top 30 wide receiver in year 1. My last 2 picks were Russell Wilson and Jatavian Sanders, third quarterback and a backup tight end. What do you guys think of this team? My draft guide's coming out this week. That'll explain a lot of what my strategy was here. And, of course, my strategies in Dynasty Leagues, Redraft, Regular Leagues, and Super Flex Leagues. So make sure you follow me for that, which is coming out in the next week, and more content like this.